Welcome to Auntie Nat's Crochet. Today we're gonna make donuts. Big donuts. Look at the size of this donut. It's bigger than my hand. See? Bigger than my palm. So we're gonna make a gigantic donut. First, we're gonna make the donut part first. Then we're gonna make the icing part. Okay? This is quite an easy project. Now let's start. First, we would have to chain 30. If you are going to make the donut, you do not have to leave a long tail, but later on when we're going to make the icing, the starting point of the icing, you have to leave a long tail for sewing. So here I do not need such a long tail. I'm going to use the icing yarn to sew to connect the two donuts together. Okay, this is my knot. Okay, I'm going to chain 30. Okay, I think I have 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. We're going to join this with a slip stitch. Make sure when you join it doesn't curl up any other way. It's a straight line. You join to the first one with a slip stitch. This is a slip stitch. This project is very easy. It's all about single crochet. Even for beginners, this is very easy. So now we're gonna do 4 single crochet. This means single crochet in the next 4 followed by an increase. So if you are a beginner, you are not sure if you're going to count 4 increase, 4 increase, 4 increase, you can use my method. I always use a marker. So this is our joining point. So here 1, 2, 3, 4. And you see this V shape here. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, followed by an increase. Because as I said, when you crochet the first round on the foundation chain, sometimes for beginners they get a little bit confusing. So if you can add some marker. 1, 2, 3, 4. We do an increase. 1, 2, 3, 4, and do an increase. 1, 2, 3, 4, and do an increase. 1, 2, 3, 4, and increase here. And the last one, you should get 1, 2, 3, 4, and the last one is the one near our loop. This is always the last increase. If you do not reach here, means you have counted wrongly. That means you didn't start with chain 30. It could be less, it could be more. So now it means I have 30 stitches. So I'm going to start with single crochet. Single crochet means you go through here, you make sure you go through the one where the two yarn faces the top, and the one, there's always 3 strands of yarn here. You take the top 2 and leave 1 at the bottom. So 1 single crochet, 2 single crochet, 3 single crochet. Here the V here, take the one with the 2 on top, 1 at the bottom, 4 single crochet. So after 4 single crochet, it's going to be an increase. Increase means 2 single crochet in the same stitch. So you repeat, you do the same thing until you reach the end of the row. The second row just now, you should have 36 stitches all around. And now we're going to do 2 single crochet, meaning 1 here, 1 here, followed by an increase. If you think you might get lost, you add a marker. If not, you can just do 2 increase, 2 increase. Sometimes adding marker is a good thing, because by the time you reach here, you will know whether you actually have 36 stitches. So it means the last one here, I add a marker to show that this will be my last increase. So I'm going to do single crochet 1 time, single crochet 2 times, and then increase. Increase means 2 single crochet in the same spot. Single crochet, single crochet, increase. And you continue in the same manner until the end of the row. For those who have not subscribed to my channel, please do, because there will be more videos in the future. Now, just now that row, you should have 36 stitches all around, but if you do not want to count whether you have 36, another way to confirm is, sorry, it's not 36, it's 48. Just now, we should have 48 stitches all around. So in order not to count whether we have 48, there's another way. Because the next row we're supposed to do 5 single crochet followed by an increase. So you add a marker. So that means here you should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you do an increase. So every time I see a marker, it should be an increase, and there should be 5 stitches between the 2 markers, and my last marker must always end up here. If I do not end up here, it means my previous row I have lost count. Maybe I did more or I did less. So in order not to count whether you have 48, because this donut is getting bigger and bigger and you're going to have a lot of stitches, so in order not to count, you can actually add marker. Okay, so now for the next row, like I said, you're supposed to do 5 single crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So even if you're watching TV and you lost count, so long you see the marker, just do an increase. And then you continue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and do an increase. I'll come back to you once I'm at the end of the row. Okay, you should have 56 stitches all around. And now for the next 3 rows, you do single crochet on each. so there's no increase. So I don't think you make any mistake, because every single stitch here you just make one single crochet. And of course, remember to add a marker when you start. Just now I add a marker when I end. Now I add a marker when I start. So here I start with my 1. So I add a marker here. So every single stitch you see, you just make one single crochet. So there's no increase and you will go wrong. For beginners, those who have never did amigurumi before and you wish to try, I think Doughnut is the best starting point for you. The best thing to start is to do a donut. It's very straightforward. It's all single crochet, and there's only that few increase and there's no decrease, only increase. And for this project you need a lot of stuffing because the donut is quite big. So all those who wish to practice their single crochet or wish to start to learn how to make amigurumi, you should start with a donut. I'll come back to you once I'm at the end of the 3 rows of single crochet. Okay, I've did 3 rows of single crochet all around, and I'll have 56 stitches all around. This is how I mark that I have 3 rows just in case. So how do I mark this? So normally if I see a marker here, take for example, if I see a marker here, I'm going to carry on to stitch that row. Let's say for example I just crochet with the marker on it. Just leave the marker there and continue with a single crochet. So here I have 3 rows, 3 rows of single crochet, which is 56 stitches all around. So now for the next row, I'm going to do 6 single crochet with an increase. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, increase. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Remember the marker is to indicate the increase. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, maybe I count wrongly somewhere. Okay, I'll count again later on. I'll just show you here. You're gonna do 6 single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, followed by an increase. Increase means 2 single crochet in the same stitch. Okay, you continue the same manner and I'll come back to you once I'm at the end of the row. Okay, I've completed that row. You should have 64 stitches all around. And now for the next row, it's gonna be 7 single crochet followed by an increase. So here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then you're gonna do an increase. So between 2 increase, you're gonna have 7 single crochet. For those who are already good in crochet, you already know what to do. If you do not want to follow this tutorial, you can just refer to the free written pattern. It's in my blog. I will share it in my description box. Oh, I got one out. This is the outside of the donut, this is the inside. So if I have stuffs like this, so happen it's on the inside, so it's okay. I'm gonna hide it. Like this tail here, I'm not gonna do anything about it because later I'm gonna hide inside here. Okay, so the written pattern will be in my blog, and those who are good at crochet, you can go straight to my blog and get the written pattern and can start doing your donut. Okay, after 7 stitches, we're going to do an increase. For those who are new, you're not sure how to read written pattern, well, this video is for you. I'm going to teach you step by step. So here you continue in the same manner, 7 single crochet followed by an increase. You continue until the end and come back to you once I'm at the end of the row. Okay, I've completed and I should have 72 stitches all around. Now for the next 3 rows, we're going to do single crochet all around. Single crochet all around means every stitch 1 single crochet for 3 rows. And you will have 72 stitches all around. So don't forget to add a marker because we're going round and round and round. In case you make mistake, you will not know when to start counting or where is the stop. Okay, I'll come back to you once I'm at the end of the 3rd row. Okay, I've completed my 3 rows of single crochet, which is 72 stitches all around. And now for the next row, I'm going to do 8 single crochet before an increase. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, increase. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then we do an increase. So this is actually a very straightforward pattern, nothing much. Even beginners, you would be able to catch up. Even you see that there are 2 colors in the donut, but we do not need to change color. It's a totally different thing and we just sew it on. I make one brown and later I make one of another color and then I sew 2 of them together. So there's no change color thing with the yarn. Okay, 8 single crochet. Now increase. After increase, you do 8 single crochet again. And I'll come back to you once I'm at the end of the row. Okay, I've completed that row. You should have 80 stitches all around. And now for the next row, it should be 9 single crochet followed by an increase. So that means a gap between these 2 markers, there should be 9 single crochet before you start to do an increase. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and increase. Yeah, by the way, I'm using 3.5 mm hook. I forgot to mention it at the start of the video, but actually for this pattern it's up to you. You want to use 3.5, 3, 4 should be okay. If you want to use 5 ply yarn, 3 ply yarn, 8 ply yarn, that's up to you. So if I'm using 5 ply yarn now, so for 5 ply yarn, in order for the hole to be smaller, the gap should be closer, no gap, I'm using 3.5 normally for my amigurumi. If you're a beginner and you only have a 4 mm hook, 4 mm hook is still good. It's not that far, this is just 0.5 mm different. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. After a 9, I should do an increase. Okay, and then I do another 9 and increase, and you repeat the same manner until the end of the row. I'll come back to you once I'm at the end of the row. Okay, I've completed this row and I'll have 88 stitches all around. And now for the next 3 row, you're gonna do single crochet all around. Just 1 single crochet in each stitch for 3 rows. I'll come back to you at the end of the row. Okay, I've completed 3 rows of single crochet all around, which is 88 stitches all around. And now the next row, you're gonna do 10 single crochet followed by an increase. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 single crochet increase. Oh, sorry, this is the last one. Took out the wrong thing. Okay, you're gonna do 10 single crochet. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, and you do an increase, and you continue in the same manner. I'll come back to you once I'm at the end of the row. Okay, I completed. You should get 96 stitches all around. And now for the next row, you're going to do 11 stitches. From here to here, you should have 11 stitches followed by an increase. So 11 followed by an increase. So all in, you're gonna get 104 stitches all around. That's a lot. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and you do an increase. And you continue in the same manner. I'll come back to you once I am at the end of the row. Okay, I've completed the round and I have 104 stitches all around. And now the last 3 rows, you're going to do single crochet all around. Single crochet all around means every single one just give it 1 single crochet for 3 rows. And that's the last row. And after that, you do another exact same thing for the topping. This is the donut part. You're going to make another one here, another color. Either you want chocolate, just like this. Either you want chocolate, cover it up with chocolate, or strawberry, or whatever color you have with you. And we're going to make some sprinkle. So now we have completed this. I'm sorry, not completed yet. You're going to make another 3 rows, another 3 rows of single crochet, and after that you're going to make another set, the same size, same pattern for the topping. And after that we're going to learn how to make the drips. See, there are drips here, and also the sprinkle. I'll come back to you once I'm at the end of the row. Okay, I've completed all 3 rows of single crochet all around, and this is the last row. This is it. Now here I do not need to have a long tail. I just cut this and sew it inside. Let it go for the dip inside so that it will not come up. Just hide it in between here. And this one also, because we're not using this tail to sew, we're using the other one to sew. So this one, just hide it around here. I think this one should be okay, because once you hide in between here, it will be tight enough. Here it will not just come out just like that. Okay, now I'm gonna make another one. I've made one which is exactly the same pattern as this. This one will be an orange topping. This one I leave a long tail for sewing. This is the top part. This is the top part, which will be like this, and you're gonna sew these two together. I'm gonna sew this together with this. So you gotta make sure which one faces the top. And before we do that, here I'm gonna make some drips. The first one, I did not put enough stuffing, so you can see part of it is like it kind of sink in. So the next one, I'm gonna put more stuffing. Oh, I have to move the stuffing around. And later we're gonna make some sprinkle. First, we're gonna do the drips first. For the drips, there are three types of drips. One is a medium-sized drip, a small drip, and a big drip. So we're not going to make small, medium, big, small, medium, big. We're going to rotate like medium, small, big, medium, small, big. So now for the medium-sized drip, you go to the next stitch, you do a slip stitch. Then you go to the next stitch, you do a single crochet, the next strip, and the next stitch you're gonna do a half double crochet. After your half double crochet, we're gonna do a double crochet in the next stitch, double crochet, triple crochet means you have the yarn over twice, and you're going to put through 2 by 2, and you're going to do a double crochet, half double crochet, single crochet, and a slip stitch. Can you see this? This is a medium drip. Now I'm gonna make a small drip. You go to the next stitch, single crochet, slip stitch. The next one you're gonna do a single crochet, followed by 2 half double crochet. Oops, sorry. Half double crochet means you yarn over and you put through all. One more time in the next stitch. That is how you get 2 half double crochet, 1 single crochet, and 1 slip stitch. This is a medium, this is a small drip, medium drip. Now we're gonna make a big drip. You're gonna go single crochet, we're gonna do a slip stitch. Oops, Okay, we're going to do a slip stitch followed by a single crochet, half double crochet. It's all in the next stitch, not on the same stitch. Half double crochet, double crochet, then you put through 2 and you put through 2, and you're going to do 2 triple crochet. It means you yarn over twice, you put through 2, 2, 2, 2 by 2. One more time in the next stitch, put through 2, 2, 2. Then you're going to do a double crochet, a half double crochet, a single crochet, and a slip stitch. And let me show you again. Now I'm going to do a medium drip. This is a large drip, this is a small drip, this is a medium drip. So I'm going to start with a medium again, slip stitch, single crochet, always go to the next stitch, half double crochet, double crochet, it's always on the next stitch, triple crochet, or some call it triple crochet, and you double crochet again, half double crochet, single crochet, slip stitch. So always start with a slip stitch. Now I'm doing the small one, single crochet. I'm gonna make 2 half double crochet in separate stitch here, single crochet, and a slip stitch. And you're going to continue in this manner. So I'm going to make one more big one, big drip, slip stitch, single crochet, half double crochet, double crochet, you're gonna make 2 triple crochet, come back to a double crochet, half double crochet, single crochet, and a slip stitch. And you just continue in this manner until you complete the whole round. Okay, now let's make some sprinkle. How you do that? You get just about any yarn, leftover yarn, so long the color is different from the one that you're different from the topping. You just get any yarn. You make a knot. Okay, I got a knot here, and you chain 3. 1, 2, 3. You just chain 3. Pull a bead and cut the yarn, and there you have one sprinkle. So how are you going to connect all these sprinkle? Use the needle You see anywhere? I'll check and see if anywhere that does not have green sprinkle. You just put your needle there. Get the yarn through the needle. Pull it through. And then you see whether your sprinkle, whether you want to face which side. Okay, let's say you want it to face this side. You get your needle, you see your sprinkle, the size is about here. There's no way you're going to go through here, right? Because you do not want to see this, you only want to see that chain 3. So I put my needle here, get the yarn over and pull through. Once you have a sprinkle like this, you make sure it faces the correct way. You turn to the back and tie a knot. It's just that simple. Okay, I'll show you again. I have 2 more here. I'll just check where I do not have green. It can be down here too. See, it can even be here. Okay, I want it here. Put through and pull. Once you're sure, turn it to the back and tie a knot. And this is optional, up to you how many sprinkles you want to add on to your donut. I have one last one here. You gotta make sure it faces this way. Then you measure and see how long your sprinkle can be. It should be here. Okay, turn over and tie a knot. And that's it. And now we're gonna sew it together. This one, this is the top part. This is the bottom. You can see the stitch is different. So this one should face like this. This one should face like this, right? I mean, see? So that's why you have to put your hand inside here and pull up the hole. I've left a long tail here on the orange part here, on the topping. You can either crochet it together, or you can use a needle like this. Crochet means you do a single crochet all the way. So from here, you just make sure you just follow the stitch. Can you see the stitch here? You just follow the stitch and stitch all the way. It will turn out like this. If you do not like this, there's another way. We use a hook and make a single crochet all the way. Make sure you take one from the orange and one from the donut, and it will turn out like this. So it does look a bit like this, where the donut had a little bit chocolate on it. It looks better this way, right? I mean, compared to just now where you have those zigzag stitch. So you make sure you have enough yarn. If not, then you could get some independent yarn, make a knot and stitch and crochet, sorry. You can do slip stitch, you can do single crochet, depending, because sometimes the hole, if it's too small, you can't make slip stitch, you do single crochet. Or you can make slip stitch. Slip stitch, it would look like this. Oops, sorry. Anyway, you see, to me, slip stitch and the single crochet, I think I prefer the single crochet. At least the gap, the hole is not so big. So it's optional, it's up to you. I'll come back to you once I've done connecting it. Okay, I've added the stuffing every quarter of the way. Once you have stitched about 1/4 of it, you start adding stuffing, because this is a donut. You cannot add stuffing at the end because your hand, you can't reach the other end. So squeeze it, move it around to make sure you have enough stuffing. I think I have enough. It kind of puff up nicely. It's quite puffed. Okay, let me show you the last part. I mean, some of the sewing. As you know, this is a drip. It's gonna be a drip. So before the drip, we're supposed to connect here before the drip. So what I do is I stitch one on the donut, and as for the orange part, the icing part, I go this way, go underneath the last stitch of single crochet. So you kind of hide and go to the next one. So this way you're gonna hide the thread, and here you have to hold it to make sure it's not too near the edge. It's like maybe one row down, and you have to bear in mind this is a drip. Some of the drip are longer, some of the drip are shorter, so you follow the drip. Go according to the drip. You hold it this way, you go according to the drip, and you will know when you're going to sew it downwards and when you're going to sew it upwards. So once I sew it down here, I'm going to go this way so that you're going to hide the thread. You see? You can't see where I sew. This is the edge of the icing. Okay, so this one should be upwards because here the drip went up. So this one sew upwards and go back to the drip. Once you pull, you're gonna hide the thread this way underneath the single crochet. This is a drip, it's going down, so make sure your needle, it goes down too. just take one of these single crochet last loop, and if you're not satisfied, you have more yarn, you can go one more round, so that but to me one round is enough to hold the stuffing inside. So this is the end. Now it's quite hard to hold on to it. You're gonna hold at the bottom. Do not sew this way where you can see all these lines like this. You sew it inside here so that you hide your yarn. It looks like it's another, it looks like it's a previous single crochet stitch. And you make sure you follow the drip. If it's going upwards, you go upwards. If it's going down, your needle will have to go downwards. This way. This is a drip, it's going downwards. So this one you cannot really do it in a rush. You really have to do stitch by stitch. Follow back the single crochet stitch, stitch by stitch. Then your donut will be firmly attached. See, when you pull, the drip will kind of go down. So it kind of show that you have to sew to a point where you show that the drip is going up and down, not a straight line. If it's going to be a straight line, then it's not a drip anymore. You gotta make sure where's the hole, and make sure you sew slightly more than the hole. This is the hole, the last hole. I've added enough stuffing. You move the stuffing around. If you have too much stuffing, this one will stretch too much and you can see the stuffing. Because my stuffing is white in color. So here, once you get it attached, it's easier to sew, because it's like something has hold on to it, or you can actually use pin. But I find using pin a bit difficult. I'd rather use my hand to hold it. The only problem is the initial stage when you start to sew and there's no stuffing. It's just a piece of cloth. I mean, it's like a piece of cloth. If you want, you can go one more round, but if you're sure it's very firm, you do not need another round. You can start to end the yarn. Make sure when you end the yarn, you take a look here, you follow back the stitch. See, follow back the stitch. Do not show the lines. Follow back the stitch. Can make a few more so that it's firmly sealed. Okay. And if you're satisfied, you can cut the yarn. If not, you can go a few more rounds, just in case. But I'm very sure it's gonna hold tight. It's not gonna come off. Okay, so now you can cut your yarn and hide the balance tail inside. So this is my orange coated donut. This is my chocolate coated donut. Hope you like my donuts. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and see you in my next video. Thank you for watching.